Hi, my name is John Gosman and shalom to you. Firstly, the good news. Many countries have reported that they have had a positive result from testing malaria and HIV medication on coronavirus infected people. And hopefully that would have a positive impact on the statistics that I'm going to give you. Well, the bad news, many more South Africans are going to die because of the late and pathetic response from the South African government. Basically doing the same thing they've been doing for 25 years, and that's destroying South Africa. The statistics is shocking. Projected for the next 4 weeks, we're looking at over 250,000 new cases. Over the next 4 weeks, we're looking at over 12,000 deaths. And what I project is that very soon we're going to get to over 250,000 cases per day and over 12,000 deaths per day. So let's look at those facts. On the 21st of March 2020, the coronavirus cases went up over 308,000. The deaths went up over 13,000. Affected countries have gone up to 97%. Now people are saying that in a country you would get about 50 to 60% of the population that will be affected by the coronavirus. But if the affected countries are sitting at 97%, it's far easier for a country to reach over 90% of affected people. Comparing Europe to China, Europe has 88% more cases than China. And they have 91% more deaths than China. When we look at the top 10 countries in the world, we find that 70% of them have more than 10,000 cases. 40% of them have more than 1,000 deaths. As I predicted, we now have Malaysia as the front runner for the Asian bloc to become the next epicenter of the coronavirus. And they're sitting in 19th position at the moment. This graph shows the figures for the projected next 4 weeks. Bear in mind that the second week has only got 3 days statistics. When this week is up, I predict that we will be looking at over 500,000 cases within the next 4 weeks. I did say that the predicted new cases is going to be over 250,000 over the next 4 weeks. But if you look at the second week, we've only taken 3 days into consideration. We've still got another 4 days to go, which means that the projected figure is going to be over 500,000 by the end of the second week. And the same goes for the new deaths. The new deaths, when the second week is up, is most probably going to look a lot closer, more than 50,000 deaths. The top 10 European countries have an average increase of 89%, and soon they'll start going over 100%. We've already got 2 countries at 100%. With an average of 95%, these countries will be over 100% very soon. The average death rate is 3.5%, and the world's death rate is at 2%. When we compare the European countries to China, we find that the European countries have 88% more cases than China. Their total deaths is 91%. What is shocking that the European countries have only a 9% recovered cases compared to China. When we compare China to European countries, we see that China's active cases are only 7% compared to the European countries. We're waiting for this graph to change, that the 90-degree line starts going as a bell curve and then down again. The only change that we're getting at the moment is that the figures are going up very, very quickly. Now these figures are absolutely shocking. I'm only looking at the last 10 days, and you can see that within 10 days the figures are absolutely huge. So what's going to happen in the next 10 days, 20 days, 30 days? It doesn't look good at all. It just looks really serious. And the reports that I heard unofficially, China was sitting at 7 million people dead at the end of February. And if you look at these figures, that figure is very, very believable. Take care of yourself and your loved ones. Shalom.